We're in the Stockholm headquarters of Overkill and Starbreeze Studios, and we're gonna talk about Overkill's The Walking Dead. With me, I have none other than Saul Gascon himself, the producer on the title. Saul, how are you doing?
Good, man, thank you.
What are we doing today?
So we are gonna walk through the office to show you guys the team behind the game. We are very excited to share this with everybody so you can see the work we've been doing for the last years. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Cool, looking forward to it. Let's check it out.
Well, right here we're looking at there's a couple of levels. We're trying to figure out the mood and the setting that we really want in the level to enhance the sort of, because we always have a story, so the story is going to have different beats. Sometimes you're winning, sometimes maybe not, and sometimes it's more scary and darker.
True to the Walking Dead universe.
Yeah, of course. And so what we're doing here is that we're setting basically a mood board for the campaign, where we just make sure that all the missions. First of all, we want enough variety in the missions, so we don't have the same mood and the same weather and same time of day all the time. But also trying to make sure that the mood really is on par with where we are in the story at the moment. So we have the option to really enhance the feelings that we want the players to have when they, sense of desperation, sense of, sadness, or sense of hope, whatever we want to communicate. So,
how do we represent the mood and the levels that we try to create in 3D when we, start working with our artists?
Well, other than just, really good models and really good assets, there's a strong focus on good materials.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a plastic pipe, but we're making it procedurally rather than, using the classic texture ref. So we're making it procedurally so that we can get all the right height maps out and then blend all the materials realistically in engine, which makes the outlook much better.
So we're trying to sort of set the mood by having all the windows partially blocked and then light seeping through. And then we're looking around where would the lights bounce around, where do we want little highlights to make metallic and shiny objects stand out.
The work that you guys are doing is hard because it needs to look good and at the same time needs to drive players forward.
Yeah.
This is an apartment that today will be a nice place to live, right? But you guys managed to make it look creepy.
Really dirty, and creepy.
So this has been kind of a long road. So far we started out with pretty big spaces, and as the project grew, we wanted to figure out how to make these spaces approachable from different directions. We want to make sure that they're highly replayable, so you get to start at different locations, have different events, and maybe be able to play each level, countless times.
What is the challenge when we're building these levels? Thinking, 4 players, 360 approach. Right. What is the creative process you follow?
The biggest part of it is, replayability from different directions, right? So we have to tweak the layouts, we have to tweak kind of how we foreshadow things, what's kind of each vantage point, what's important for the player when they're moving through the space, and then how they see their friends in relationship to one another. So in many ways, it's not just the silhouettes, but also the abilities and the classes and how they interact with one another and making that a meaningful gameplay experience.
All right, so we are at the end of this studio tour anyway. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. It's been fun, right?
Yeah, quite fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And next up, we're gonna talk about the narrative of Overkill's The Walking Dead.